Oh. Hello? That's not good. Oh no. Wait, okay. Okay, this could be a bad one. Or it could be fine. It was fine. Okay. Very good. Welcome to stream, everyone. What is going on? Sorry for the late start. I spent the whole day working, and all of last night too, working on the video that just went out on the YouTube channel, which I actually need to update the new vid command. But basically, we made a video going over the combat beta. And I don't know, it probably was not worth the amount of time I spent on it, but look, you win some, you lose some. Command, edit, new vid, boom, and then command, add, tier 95, boom. There's already, okay, whatever, it's fine. You died your tier 95 necro weapons. Congrats. All right, welcome to Run. How we doing? What's up, Kid on a Friday? What's up, Enroy? What's up, Iris Prodigy? What's up, Militarian? What's good, Mr. Skeletal? How's it going, 3-star? What's up, Jake? What's up, Indonite? All right, team. Plan for today is pretty congruent to the plan of the last number of days, but with slightly fewer supplies. Let's get this Zammy done. I don't know how long we'll stream for tonight, but easily get a good couple hours of Zammy in. That is the objective. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 20 months. I appreciate it. How was work today? I spent the whole day just editing. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of cooped up in my room a little more than I would have wanted to be. I spent the whole day making the video that just went on my channel. I don't know if it was worth it. Like, my inclination is that people care about tier 95, so they'll watch it. But then I also wouldn't be surprised if nobody cares, because no one was playing the beta. So we'll see. Either way, what's done is done. Look, it's good for me to make a video once in a while too. Like, it can't just all be on my editing team. It can't just all be on other people to put stuff together and make stuff. Like, sometimes it's good for me to actually just spend a night and a day making a video. How'd the half marathon go? It went really well, all things considered. Yeah, it went better than it should have gone, for sure. Late stream, yeah, later stream today, just because I had a video to get out that I was working on all day. I wanted the video out as close to the beta release as possible. Just because, like, I mean, if I'd wanted to, I could have streamed during the day and then made the video all night and then posted it tomorrow morning. But I thought it would be a good idea to, you know, do it like this instead. The other thing, big update on Tall and Manly. I am now level 98 ranged. I've been AFK ranging in the Abyss to level up my Saren Godbow. So it's a single target action bar that's basically just like corruption and that's it. But somehow an action bar that is basically just corruption and Gricko, no potions, no prayers, no nothing, is somehow 400,000 range XP an hour. Don't know how that makes any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. But she's working. How was the beta? That was interesting. I am a little sad about the third option still. Like, I don't know. It makes me sad. Even though I'm watching a stream, I'm watching the video in another tab muted for the algorithm. You're an actual legend, JPaz. That is super, super cool of you to do. Yeah, Raziel's in the ballpark of like a 1 in 80, 1 in 90. Yeah. Last time we had this conversation, someone said the exact number, but I've completely forgotten it at this point. So, you know. Dungeoneering, extend, fletching, and arc. Arc will autocomplete. Fletching we can make right now. And there we go. You're at 1 in 60 over 3,000 kills. Not bad. Some of y'all just kind of have it, you know? But yeah, welcome to see everyone. The plan for tonight is to chill out, relax, and get done with Zammy. RS Guy almost after dark. Yeah, not for a couple hours, but you know, we're getting up there. New ring isn't bad. I got to spam figure of death over and over again. I mean, it gives you one free finger of death every 30 abilities you use. So I wouldn't quite say it's, you know, a cheat code, but it's not bad. We need an oversleeping mode. I've been working all day. Nah, none of this. I can't believe this. Yeah, it's a great ring for people that don't have a Reaver ring. Absolutely agree with that. 100% I agree with that. Not working on stream, didn't see it, didn't count. Unlucky. I just feel like some of these rules just make life a little hard, you know? It's like... hi, Critcho, what's good? Why don't I get my arm braces on? And then we can probably just, like, pretty well insta-go, right? Yeah, we can probably insta. I don't really mind. You know what I'm a little scared about? 110s coming out on the iron. I don't want to go for 110s. I can barely get to 99s on this account. I'm not saying that 110s are bad. I'm just saying that for me personally on this account, I don't know how I'm going to do it. You retired your Reaver ring? What? That's crazy. You got a bow piece today? Congrats. My turn next, surely. All right. Let me just make sure I've got divine charges. I don't. Let me make sure I've got divine energies. I do. Yeah, this is what happens when you spend like 10 hours AFK trading in the Abyss. You run out of divine charges. It's all good. Max is still be 99 though, right? Yeah, but there's going to be content and unlockables at 110. So yeah, max cape is going to feel weird because it's really just 99 everything cape, but it's not max. When ends become a wreck for comp, it'll become dead content due to how close it'll be to master comp. What is master comp? I don't even know what master comp is. I'm not going to lie. All of the comp related things, I just think are like, I understand why they're the way that they are, but they never made sense. And then every year they make less and less sense. Archina 5 is coming out on a new endgame boss. Yes. It's the 120 all comp cape. Oh, I mean, 110 to 120 is a huge amount of experience. Yeah, I don't agree that one would devalue the other. Even in 4 years when it's 110 all. 110 all isn't even halfway to 120 all in terms of XP. So I don't think that's going to be a concern. Are my game sounds working? Let me check. Oh, they are. Great. All right, let's get HP boost and let's go. I'm excited to see Rich get richer with 2 dive drops before the rest of the community catches up. That feels like a weird take. Because it kind of infers or implies that the content's going to be too hard for most people. And they've already gone out and said that it won't be. It also implies that there's something like unfair about the people who are willing to risk it all on release day and probably die a bunch, also having the chance to earn the most GP. Yeah, kind of a double L on that take personally, but you know, it's all good. All right. Have we done Zammy since OCS? Yeah, we have, right? Yeah, I think we have. All right, let's go. Dope video. Thank you. Think any new skills will be added in the following years? No idea. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they add new skills, but that feels kind of like, I don't want to say secondary, but I don't think it's going to be related to the 110s. Like, I don't think it's a one or the other. I think they'll just, usually the devs make what they think is going to be good to make. Yeah, I don't think that these 110s are going to be like, oh, no more skilling content outside of this. I also think in general, other than, you know, torpedoing it with the hero pass, like the necromancy launch was pretty well liked, I think. Great video. I hope they rework everything for option 3. Yeah, dude, I saw a lot of people saying that they wanted option 3, and I was like, if you think about it at a very, very surface level, it is by far the best option. And then if you really think about it, it immediately becomes by far and away the worst option by a long shot. If they're gonna add new skills, I'll quit. You might want to just quit now, because they are definitely at some point gonna add a new skill. You might want to just get ahead of that one. But also, I totally get it. I also hate when the video game I play adds more stuff to do in the video game. Quitting now? Unlucky. Well, goodbye and good riddance. Where's my damage? My Grimoire's off. Please. I'm the worst, dude. Take that I'll get shanked for. I hope the 120 thing that takes twice as long as full masterwork. I don't think that's a hot take that you'll get shanked for. I just think, I don't know. People have different, like, here's the thing. If you're someone that likes skilling content and you've done all the skilling content, you want this to be really, really long. But if you're not that person, you probably want it to be the opposite. and they both make sense. Is it really a wrong answer there? My Vuln button keybind is not plugged in. It is like, it's literally not plugged in at all. Okay. I will fix that later, I think. Actually, I will fix that now. I just want to do mining and smithing all day. Can you not already do that? Smithing is the comfiest skill? Bro, that is definitive proof that you keep the game chat off at Artisan's Workshop. Jesus Christ. I have never in my life had to add to ignore list so many people so quickly. I don't know what about it. If the dwarves are just very close-minded, but... Bro. Place to read about the updates? Tier 9 is still in testing. Yeah, the place to go would be runescape.com. Or you could watch my new video. But, you know. You did specifically say read, and... my video is more of a watch and listen to someone talk about it. I want more graphical updates. I want all your armors to crispy clean. Yeah, I think art style is something that's so subjective that I think in general they've done a really good job with a lot of graphical updates, but the community is in a really bad spot with it because they get attached to very specific things. Like, as an example, like, this is, I think, possibly one of the reasons why the Avatar refresh got shelved too. If, like, they're talking about changing the Primal 2H sword that looks like it came out 15 years ago, because it did, and like they absolutely cannot release it in today's state. And I guarantee you it's gonna be a big pressure point in the community of people freaking out if the one that they don't like gets picked. And it's like, at the end of the day, most of the time, like, you can only have one piece of armor equipped, period, at one time. So my kind of inclination is to say that it's probably best that they actually put out a lot of varied things in different art styles. And then even though from a community standpoint, there's more backlash because people hate half of what comes out, it also means that something will come out that they like. I think a lot of people have this idea that everything that comes out has to look good, but it's like, what? You're not ever gonna wear it or equip it or use it. Yeah, I always find that kind of interesting, just because it's like, sometimes it encroaches pretty heavily on, like, I don't want to say why do you care, but it's a situation where it's a piece of equipment that a lot of the players complaining are never going to encounter or equip at any point. But if it's designed in such a way that they don't like the look, it's this big sweeping thing about how RuneScape is out of touch and their art style is bad, and it's like, whew. Oh boy. Is this staff gonna replace Vasoa? Wait, what do you mean? There's no new staff though. I'm confused.
Chaos will reign. You think you've won.
Also, I saw foreclosure in chat getting a Bopies. I'm just putting it out there that that's what I want to happen to me. Maybe it will happen. Oh, if you're looking at like prices, yeah, they're not releasing a new staff, no. But pricing wise, it's impossible to speculate until you know the drop rates and the difficulty of the content. On the edge of buying a Vasoa, I don't want to waste my money. I mean, my advice in general for RuneScape is if you think that the item is worth the price of it, buy it. And then no matter what happens, it doesn't matter. If something better comes along in the future, like, you're making an informed purchase decision. Are you buying it because you like what it does and how it looks and how it plays? Or are you buying it because... If you're buying it because you think it's gonna be the best magic weapon forever, don't buy it. It won't be. Will Vasoa get a passive? I don't know. I'm kind of... I don't know. I think if they can make a good passive for it, sure, but I kind of doubt it gets one. Oh, I am low on life points. Mod Ryan said that. Yeah. I know. I read that as Ryan. I knew exactly what you meant. And I was like, I did do a double take though. I was like, I definitely didn't say that. You know, that's cool, Ryan, that actually, you know, does lots of stuff. I am so red barred right now. What is going on? Whatever, it's fine. Good evening, sir. Hello, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Sorry for the late start this evening. I had a long day of video editing and stuff, and I was like, you know what? Whatever. We could send a bit of a stream. May not be a super long stream, but I wanna get the Zammy stuff done, so let's go. It's going great. How's the grind? It's good. We're only 2 kills in, so we haven't really, you know, haven't really encountered the grind just yet, but we're getting there. I just like don't want to like, I don't know, space out and perish really embarrassingly. Yeah, they've kind of hinted that something's gonna come out that's gonna like enhance something. Yeah. We'll see. It's definitely all interesting. I just hope something comes out and it's like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. The grand design is the best. That would make me feel really happy. Because right now it just feels like we've got this smorgasbord of random weapons and half of them are completely useless. And a lot of the systems don't work and it just like, you know, there's much to do. Can melee one cycle P7 Zammy? It can. Not only can it do it, but it can do it in a way that's very fun. That's my preferred way to do P7. And even in a solo at 1 cycles. Yeah, I mean, it's not nearly as good as range. Like, range is wild, but it's still good, yeah. It's funny because range is the only style that doesn't really have a Zuck cape. And it's still the strongest style. Shavar and tonight, do I want to know? Do I want to ask what y'all are doing? Email rejects? What? Okay, sorry. Could someone put that in English, please? Are there Discords people use to BS with other players? By BS, you mean like hang out and interact? Yeah, definitely. Usually what people do is they'll interact a lot in like content creator Discords that they kind of jive with, but there are also a lot of people in the PDM Encyclopedia and the RuneScape Discord. Those are the 2 largest Discords for RuneScape. Both have like 80,000 people in them. But yeah, usually like it's a lot of community Discords. Like if you like art, you could make the RuneScape art community your home base. If you like watching a particular streamer, that would be like a good starting point where like I know a lot of people have made friends via my community as an example. Good luck today. Get your bold. Do you know what rot you're gonna do in general? No idea. Haven't even thought about it. Thank you, so true. Can Extreme be installing new bookshelf in the library? Oh, dude. Now we got this. I just need to not give up. I need to dig deep and we need to get it done, you know?
Dare defy me. I who commanded the greatest armies of history. I laid low Zaros. No! Gillinor will burn!
For the trap on the pad, you just deflect magic and break it? Deflect magic and anticipate, and then break it. Yeah.
Will never You lie, broken.
I mean, you don't have to anti, but if you don't, you can get stunned. Well, you will get stunned, and if you get stunned while Zammy swaps to attacking you with range, you're gonna die, so... Anti-good. Hi, great new video. Thank you very much, Heightsies. I really appreciate that. I don't know why it took as much work as it did, but it took a very long time to make. Like, basically, that's the only thing I've done since I ended stream yesterday to right now is make that video. Necromancy, power gear, or tank gear? For what? Like, in general? If you're learning bosses, I like the tank gear, but for, like, overall use, power gear. I am insane. Wait, what happened? Hi, coach. No boy. Nothing like barely being on the pad, getting stunned, and your character decides not to move. Yeah. I mean, it's all like, if you're laggy or whatever, like, it's always 100% consistent. Should work the same way every time. So at least from that standpoint, there isn't any randomness to it. But you're right that when you're first learning it, you know, you have to kind of get off at the pad at the certain perfect time. Your wife is leaving. The fog is returning. Okay. Don't know what those words mean, but I am wondering if I should call someone. Well put together. You're thorough in describing, which I appreciate. I look forward to whatever they add new weapons. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. My room is also aggressively warm. I'm just putting it out there. I am not the happiest about it. After this kill, I'm gonna go open a million windows. The sun is just up for a little longer than I would have wanted. Bit of a skill issue, but I'm absolutely baking right now. Yeah, how are you doing, coach? I hope you're well. Are you baking cookies or cakes? At this point, I'm baking human. I just don't want to say it too loud for the cannibal dude. Zammy 500's hard. If you've done 4K dolls, I mean, it's different, right? It's definitely different. In some ways, Telos is harder. In other ways, Zammy is harder. But, yeah. If you've done 4K Telos, I'm sure you'll be fine. Dude, do you guys see my character's pathing there? Dude was running in just the most random shapes. Any more issues with next door from previous live stream with a certain star aroma? Yes, but it seems to be very consistently on the weekends. So it's a situation where you know, I'm not going to be the fun police, but it definitely caught me off guard when I was in the middle of a stream and it was just like, boom. Oh, I'm getting specs here. I did not phase. Wait, maybe? Reduced? But yeah, no, good question. No, it's only been... I think it's been once since then, but I wasn't streaming, so it was a little easier to work with, you know? But yeah. Welcome, everyone. What have you guys gotten up to today? It is Friday after all. Anyone doing anything fun or exciting? I got 2 million range XP while I was editing, which I think qualifies as being fun and exciting. Surely that counts. Started a bingo. So, do you just like constantly do bingos? I could never. Like, RS Cup was amazing, right? But if I had to immediately go into a different RS Cup right after, I wouldn't do it. I would perish. Like, genuinely, that is a once per year amount of degenning. I could not live my life doing it more than that. It would destroy me. Oh, it's your first bingo since the cup. Okay, clean. Wait, John, you're in a bingo? Is it like a casual bingo? Or are you gonna be going ham? I just know you're traveling the world. Wait, I'm actually cooking right now. Should I be concerned about the RuneScape player count being so low? Personally, no. I don't know. It's one of those things where I've been here for 10 years and not a day has gone by without someone saying, do you think RuneScape's dying? The player count is low. When in reality, like, yeah, the last probably 4 or 5 years, it's fluctuated in a similar way. Presently, it is not like in the dangerously low zone. It's kind of just fine and what people would expect it to be. Especially for MMOs in general. Like, RuneScape's down a little bit. MMOs in general are down a good chunk. And when the game makes good content, people come and play the content, is how it works. We've got a bunch of good content on the horizon, so yeah, probably nothing to worry about. Where does Steam charts? Oh, you can't look on Steam. On Steam, the RuneScape player count is like 3,000 people. Yeah, no, nobody plays on Steam anymore, or almost nobody. Yeah, no. Steam is not. If you look on Steam, bro, we're absolutely doomed. Actual pack watch situation. Whew, bad. Dangerous. Bang. Did I win? I do wonder when I'm gonna get sparkles, because we're on max bad luck mitigation, so it should happen soon, hopefully. Yeah, that's both games combined. But yeah, no. I mean, I know like it's kind of human nature for nervous people to be nervous about the player count. I think as long as Jagex isn't looking at the player count and thinking, oh, it might be time to close up shop, it doesn't terribly matter. There is a certain irony, too, with... I have found, anyway, a lot of the time the people that care a lot about the RuneScape player count are also the people that play the game like a solo game and have no interest in interacting with anyone at any point. And that kind of ties into it, too, in kind of a funny way. Not accusing you of being that, obviously. I'm just saying that comes up a lot. Because I understand caring about the play count, but I don't understand caring about the player count if you're running it like a solo game anyway. Shwar, thank you for the gift sub out to No Nova. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Shwar. Alright, let's go. What's a good boss to learn that also gives good gold? What's your current PVM experience? Because I don't want to give you something that's too hard. But there are I believe 9 different bosses in the game that if you do proficiently at a high level, you'll make over 100 million coins an hour. And then if you get into like the easier bosses, there are about 10 bosses that will make you between 30 and 60 mil an hour. Enjoy, you're welcome. Thanks, Shavar. I hope you're enjoying, and I really do appreciate the support. So we'd make sign trigger after Rob. There isn't, but there should be. What are the bosses that make above 100 mil? Okay. We've got Raziel. We've got Elite Dungeon 1. We've got 100 Enraged Zamorak. We've got 500 Enraged Zamorak. We've got 1k Zamorak. We've got 2k Zamorak. We've got Angel of Death. We've got Telos. We've got hard mode Carapac, and we've got hard mode Zuck. And we've got 200 kill streaks at Glacier. That is a complete list of all of the 100 mil plus moneymakers in PVM in the game. Raksha, sub 100 mil. Raksha's about 60. And for AOD, that's AOD 4s. 4-person AOD. I have no idea what the figures are on 7s. Telos? I said Telos. What about regular next? 100 mil an hour? Definitely not. That'd be one of the bosses that's between 30 and 50 mil an hour. Only boss thing I've done is because I had to kill bosses for Necromancy Power Gear. Oh, you mean a Hermod. Okay. If you want to make money at that level of PVM, maybe try normal mode Carapac, which can cap out at around 30 million an hour. Doesn't mean you'll get that every hour. You need to get lucky to get that much, but it should average out to somewhere in that ballpark. Next CPU hour probably gonna go up. Wait, why? Raziel 100 mil an hour. It's actually 130. But yeah, I know you're very dry. Master X Sword. Didn't they say that the components for it were coming from different bosses? I thought they said that somewhere. Am I hallucinating reading that? Yeah, John, I hate to tell you this. If you were out here merching, I don't think, I don't know that you're gonna win. Okay, I wish there was a mode where I could keep my cute dinosaur pet and disable the annoying sound that he makes all the time. I'm just putting that out there into the world. If you're out some 2.5 mil to 30 mil after the announcement. Yeah, it's because merchers just hoard everything. Like, it's not even real players. It's just merchers. Merchers are the worst. Not like all merchers, but like, you know, I don't know. Bro, it's like the RuneScape equivalent of the people that bought all the toilet paper when COVID dropped to try to resell it at a higher, like, bro, what are you doing? Let's see if it goes dry today. My hope is, that we get at least one set of green sparkles today. That's kind of the goal for today's stream. Because I want to at least try my luck at getting done, but I think kill count wise, like, I personally feel like we've put the work in. Just be hardcore. I am a hardcore. Grats on the codex drop this kill. Don't grats me on a codex drop. Don't you do that. My max bad luck mitigation, I am. So I didn't get a drop last stream either.
Gillinor will burn! Chaos will reign! You think you've won? It will never be over! Not until you lie broken!
I'm so excited for the primal weaponry. I just think that's so sick. I am here for P7. I am RNG, like incarnate? Like in the flesh, living, breathing? You can just do that? Nope. I've been maxed out like mitigation for like 2 weeks, but solo is boring ammo. That's fair. How much case? What's the best way to avoid the frost cannon without signing? Anticipate and then Devo. I got a rare drop on Maple Story. Oh, we're very happy for you. Is the T100 sword going to be one tile range? I believe they confirmed in the RuneScape Discord that it is a one tile range weapon. Dude, I want them to make it a crush weapon. Because that's what I remember. I remember Smash, putting it on Smash mode with it and just boof, right on top of the head. That's what I wanted. Wait, I'm really about to get a dungeoneering level? Oh no. That's multiple full dungeoneering levels from this place, by the way. Your clanmate got an HSR yesterday. Congrats. Here's something I don't understand. The people that AFK bosses, how do you pick up loot when you get a drop? Are you using Alt-1 to tell you when you get a drop? I just don't understand. I would be so paranoid I was gonna miss a drop. Because Legendary Pet doesn't do it consistently, I don't think. I just leave it on the floor. Yeah, no. I was AFKing Crow just for, not for money, just for Marks of War. For Zammy pushing. And I quite literally left a bunch of drops on the floor just because, like... Clanmate says he has macros on his Steam Deck. He presses the buttons every so often between calls at work. What? Okay. That's one way of doing that, I guess. Vindy with Spring Cleaner, the legendary pet, does it. Okay. Oh yeah, chat, it's monthlies in a little bit. We need to do the oyster, get a die for our new Bolg, obviously. What's my krill kill count? It should be like around 1,000. Hey Gregory, what's good? Oh, there's a method to it. Okay. There's an actual guide that exists. See, that's what I wasn't sure about. I wonder if bulk spec is like the Faso where the animation shows the undyed weapon. That I'm unsure about. Wait, that's a thing? Wait, I did not realize that was a thing. It shows the dyed one. Okay. Wait, I have a dyed Fasoa. That's wild. Where do you get your necromancy drop gauge? Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's the thing John linked. And it's awesome. I think it's actually one of the reasons I use necromancy more than the other styles. Like, genuinely by itself. Trying to decide which AFK boss log I want to do next. Interesting. I do that a bit on this account, not really for boss logs. Like, I don't really AFK bosses, but I do a little bit of trying to figure out what skill I should train and how. Because, like, the fact that I'm not 99 combats is, like... Anyway, I think that's really bad. To start playing RuneScape again, what's the best necromancy ring? Is it a Cultist, Zorgoths, or Reavers? It's Reavers, anywhere you've got 100% damage potential. So it's almost always better to use Reavers. With a couple exceptions, but yeah, Reavers is the best. Thank you, no problem.
You think you've won? It will never be over. Not until you lie broken.
Unless you're using Equilibrium Aura. I actually wonder if Equilibrium Aura would be good at Zamorak. Like, if I had a full book, it'd probably be pretty sick. I wouldn't be surprised, anyway, if it went very hard, because it'd be very consistent for phasing. Hello? Thank you. Bang. Any drops? Looking like no. I'll take 8 mil though. 8 mil's not so bad. Wait, that was a 557. Wait, that was a good kill. Holy moly. We kind of cooked that one. Wait, I'm actually an animal. What's the total kill count? Like, too much. Have I had sparkles in the last 2 to 3 streams? Last stream I didn't. The stream before I did. Ryan, get the bow, please, and thank you. That's the plan. That is the goal. That is what we're trying to do. That's the only reason we're here. Is because I was like, you know what? I've worked a full day. I don't need to stream. And then I was like, do I really want to spend another day without a bow? No, I do not. I want it done. How was that marathon? It went better than it should have, honestly. I was pretty proud of myself for how it went. Obviously, running a half without training, like, I was just hoping to finish it and not injure myself, so I basically had to pace myself the whole way through based on my heart rate. And the chart looked absolutely insane because it looked like what you'd expect it to look like for someone with no cardiovascular ability running a half marathon, which is by kilometer 1, my heart rate was at the... not the peak, but like, you know, in the 160s. And then, yeah, it was a lot of... It looked like an EEG, basically. But, yeah, I finished it in under 2.5 hours, which, for people that run half marathons, that's really, really freaking slow. But for people that don't run half marathons, that's a really good time. So I was happy with how it went. I do think I want to do one proper, though, because, like, it still kind of felt weird running, or, you know, whatever, a half marathon, like, almost an hour slower than I used to run them back in the day, like 8, 9, 10 years ago. So I think I want to do a bit of a running arc, and then I want to actually run a half marathon. Possibly in September. That's when the next one in my hometown is, where I actually have a chance to train, because, I don't know. It was kind of a wake-up call that I am really, really out of cardio shape in a way that I didn't realize, which makes perfect sense, because I've been focused a lot on my work and my career, and I've also been really, really focused on other sports that aren't cardio-related, but... My dream now is to run my next half marathon and not be absolutely terrified the whole time and be in, like... Because, like, here's the thing. I absolutely got in the zone. Like, I started with a pace bunny. First 5K, I'm with the bunny. I ditched the bunny at 5K because I was feeling so good, which is crazy because my longest run of the year up to that point was 4 kilometers. But at kilometer 5, I was like, screw this, I'm ditching the pace bunny. And I never saw the pace bunny ever again. And I cruised until kilometer 15. But the last, like, 4 or 5K, oh my God, worst experience running of my life. And I don't know, I used to be a pretty elite runner. And it was so bad. I never felt anything like it. It was like every single step was just agony. According to the PVME, AOD 7s are more money than 4s. I would assume that that's wrong, either because the kill times are wrong due to power creep, or because the prices that come from the wiki are wrong. But yeah, no, 4s are absolutely better GP per hour. You disrupt after the melee hit. Correct. But yeah, that was the half. It was an experience that I will not forget. Also, it's finally starting to cool down outside, which is so nice. It was 25 when I started stream, and now it's 23. And I'm assuming overnight it's going to be like under 20. It was 37. You'd say, yeah, that's insane. You're also in literal Florida, so I'm not going to act shocked by that development, but yeah, that's warm. AOD was too fast-paced for me. Yeah, that's why making the team size smaller, I actually, in a lot of ways, prefer, because there's more boss fight and there's less, like, really, really fast banking and, like, really, really fast movement in between pad stuff. Like, I found it more chill to... Not pretend Florida, literal Florida. Yeah, correct. What is pretend Florida? Is there anywhere that's even enough like Florida that you could class it as pretend Florida? Like, I swear there's nothing that comes to mind. What's pretend Florida? Yeah, but AOD4's teams can get 24 to 25 kills, yeah. I think the PVME says AOD4's is 16 kills an hour. So there are people going significantly faster. Is it bad that I'm always 100% of the time using Necromancy? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You're probably not using Living Death, because you probably don't have a Zut Cape, and you're probably just building and spending your stacks, and that's it. That isn't terrible when you're first starting out with necromancy, but yeah, in general, if you're sitting on 100 adren, you should use Living Death, which is your ultimate. And then just keep doing everything you were doing before with your stacks, but you're gonna do more damage. Ohio is kind of like, yeah, but it's not like Florida though. Climate, environment, like, you know? Also, hi Rocket, I hope you're doing well. Drop time? I think so too. I'd like to get done in. There's nothing I would like more than to fire off a let's go that, like, I want the neighbors to be able to hear it, you know? Any droppers? Nope. Next kill surely though. How do you concentrate while talking and never die? Well, it does help that I've been here for a month. I could take you through this Zamorak kill ability by ability with my eyes closed. Like, you could close RuneScape and be like, all right, Ryan, talk me through the Zami kill. And I could literally rattle off every single ability for the entire kill with absolutely zero difficulty. I've been here for too long. Exclamation point tracker on Noir if you want to see the ability tracker I'm using. It's not part of the game, unfortunately. It's a third party. But yeah, I'm glad you're good, Rocket. Video idea? All the comments are just people bullying me or calling me a no-lifer or calling me cringe. And it's like, dude, it's not my fault. It's not like I sat down and tried to memorize it. I've just been here for so long. Well, I don't think I do a blindfolded kill because I wouldn't know how to get to each pad. Like, I'd need to be able to see for that. But in terms of the actual rotation I'm doing, yeah, it is completely non-variable. It is the exact same abilities in the exact same order every kill. You can make a spreadsheet. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to make it into a spreadsheet because the spreadsheet would show all of the mistakes I'm making. All the things that I could consistently do to get faster kills. I mean, to be fair, there is a little bit of variance in my kill times at least, which is not a bad thing. It means I'm not completely a robot. Like, the last kill was like 557, and then the kill after was like 620, so it's like, there's a bit of... Can you do the last part of P7 with DS? What do you do for a second magic hit? I don't even see you take a bit pot. Wait, what? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean the last part of P7? And then by DS, do you mean Disruption Shield? So I'm Vitpot disrupting for the big bomb, but technically speaking, you don't need to do both of those things, but it's good to do both of those things. Thank you so much, Shavar, for the gifts. I'm out to invading Zim, and also, Adonis TV, thank you for the 26 months. I really appreciate it. Oh, Death Skulls. Yeah, so you can, yeah, you can Death Skulls on P7, but only if the B rune dies. It's like, if you want to, you could. I find it kind of less good to do, though, just because you don't need the damage. Like, the damage is just literally not needed. And having a rotation that changes depending on if the B is picked or not, I think is personally kind of bad, because you can't really rely on that. So yeah, I don't use Death Skulls on my P7s, but you can if you wanted to. I can now support you and Pup at the same time. Hi, Measles. Stay with 4 months. I appreciate it. That's very kind. Wait, I've done no damage. Why does bro have 8 million life points remaining? Dude, Okay, I don't know how I managed to skill issue this hard, but whatever. Let's just go. Surely it'll be fine. Hey, look, we're fine. Very good. Hi, Curved Horn. Thank you for the 20 stream watch streak. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is a fun hour for a stream. I'm usually not live at this point, but I also, there's going to be some news coming out at some point that is going to, and it's not like bad news, but it's going to impact my stream schedule a little bit. So I'm kind of going to, the next couple weeks, I'm going to test out some different stream times, and I'm going to test out some kind of shorter streams and just kind of, you know, scope it out a little bit. I remember after you got 99 necromancy, Jammy used death skulls. You were happy to kill it. Yeah, I died after the boss died. Yeah, that was stupid. That's still a thing, by the way. They finally put you in charge of Jagex. Correct. I was gonna make a joke that they gave me Mod Jack's job, but I couldn't do Mod Jack's job. I couldn't do anything that he does, including like the engaging with the community stuff, which arguably would be the thing that I'm most suited for. Last reminder for monthlies. True. People are running out of time. The racetrack is erasing. I actually don't know if I've done monthlies, but I don't mind that much. If I haven't done Troll Invasion, I'll go do Troll Invasion. Is there an easy way to check your monthlies? I think there's a monthly tracker thing in the game. Could I tell you where it is? No. But it definitely exists. 100% it exists. Adventure tab and then mini games. Okay. I mean, that makes a semblance of sense, actually. That's probably where, like... That's probably where I would have put it. Bang. Blood dye copium? Well, I need the bulk for it first.
You think you've won? It will never be over. Not until you lie broken.
Wait, I didn't see the second rune at all. Oh no. I'm disrupting here. I'm scared. I'm so lucky. I literally didn't even look. Holy crap. That's gonna hit me way more because I didn't disrupt it. Whew. Eat. Got it. Holy crap. Okay, Ryan, focus. Don't do that again. Holy, okay. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. No, it wasn't even my gamer brain. It was literally just like, that's the one that it's most likely to be. Oh, man. Okay. 5 minutes on my aura, which means we need to wait for HP boost. So why don't I do Troll Invasion, actually? If I haven't. I probably haven't. Do I prefer PVing with sound? In general, yes. Not always, though. Like, sometimes I just want to vibe to music, but... I'm pretty good with game sounds. Usually not on super loud, though. But yeah, it kind of helps me stay immersed, and it's good. Like, a lot of bosses now are kind of, I'll say, well telegraphed, I guess. So it's good to hear Zammy say this world will burn. And then you just know that that's the mechanic Zammy used. I haven't seen this place in so long. I mean, I figure it's probably good on an Iron Man, no? Like, I'm just assuming it's an efficient place to go. But, you know, we got 2 minutes, so we may as well do it. Okay, ready? That was the worst threads ever. It didn't hit anything. This is so sad. I tried so hard too. All right, whatever. Did I win? Surely. Okay, thank you for the agility XP. Bang. All right, and now... I think we did that too quickly. I haven't done effigy incubating. Do we care? No. I've decided we don't care. I will decant some brews, though. Because I need more flasks. I don't have brews. Oh, I do. Just kidding. Just kidding, I do. I lied. Didn't see the 1 doses. We're fine. Free diet the oyster. I believe I've done the oyster. That's the 1 monthly I actually do, so I think we're fine. All right, let's go back to Zammy. Do the construction statues. I'm 98 construction just from Croesus, and we're not even done Croesus yet, so I don't really bother with those. Because Prayer, Slayer, Construction, I've done all of those skills. I guess I'm not level 110, but we're not there yet, you know? That's... I know it's coming, but we're gonna cope, all right? We're gonna cope for a little bit. You know what else I want to see, though? I want to see this as well. How many slivers do I have? Dude, look at all these runes. 10k death runes, 6k bloods, 25k fire runes. Okay, so we've got 15 slivers of strength, 19 slivers of power, 24 slivers of pain. That seems good. So if I want to make any of the upgrades, I probably can. Yeah, that seems kind of all right, to be honest. Is Chris even good at superpower? No, it's just I've done so much. Actually, the construction XP is decent. It's definitely over 100k an hour in construction, so do 100 hours of it. Actually, yeah, we've done 100 hours of Croesus. We've gained 10 million XP. Done. There's your XP rate. What are the slivers do? The slivers let you upgrade certain abilities. Sorry, certain effects. So, like, there's an enchantment I can make to make my Inquisitor staff slightly better. Enchantments. Actually, I'm actually going to go into this because I haven't actually figured out how to make them. Okay. So, which ones would I even want on this account? I'd probably want the ink one. Oh, it's 3 onyxes, 15 silvers of paint. So that's easy. So we've got that. I don't think I care about the wrist straps one. I think I'd care about the metaphysics one too. Actually, probably want all of these. So tracking gloves and static gloves. Oh my goodness. Scrimshaws? Wait, I need to do ports. I did not realize that. Okay, so maybe we should do ports at some point. Yeah, that I didn't realize. Ports? Sponge put a ports rec on there? It's not nice. Could have done not that. Just putting that out there into the world. I still... Say what you will about the Chainsmokers. This is a tune. They have, like, at least 4 genuinely good tunes. Have I done any ports? I've done, like, 1 region, I believe. I'm out of the first region into the second one. Are the upgrades big enough to warrant doing ports? You never know what becomes meta, right? Like, imagine these dual wields come out, right? And then people need to EOF the Fasoa, and then I don't know, whatever. All of a sudden it's like, oh, Inkstaff is really good again. I don't know. It could happen. You just never know with this game what could end up happening or becoming really good overnight or whatever else. So in general, I find this 7-minute skill annoying. Annoying isn't the right word, but Zamorak is a group boss, and it's meant to be done in a group. So definitely in a solo, there's a lot of running to pads, charging up pads, killing witches. I wouldn't say it's an annoying amount, but it's sort of the balancing of Zamorak is intentionally such that solo is a little slower and a little harder than group. And I don't think I have a huge problem with that. But yeah, I find the witch to be not annoying at all, even at way, way higher in rages in a group, because you go in with a whole team and you're fighting the witch together. Because at our pushing in rage now, how many life points? I think the witch has almost 500,000 life points, but it's still not annoying compared to the way that it is in solo, where it's like, okay, yeah, this is tedious, but I don't think it's so bad. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I should be doing ports. I should have ports done by now. It would be so easy. If I'd done one single captain's log run at the start of every stream, I'd be done with ports, and we wouldn't have be having this conversation. Am I ever bored of the game? Hitting Zamorak so long, I'd assume you're at least a bit annoyed by it. Oh, I'm definitely annoyed at Zamorak. Like, I want to move on to the next adventures on this account. And I'm certainly frustrated that we're still here. I'm trying not to show it too much because I think the streams would be pretty freaking miserable if I was just like, back to Zammy, guarantee we're not going to get anything. But yeah, no, I'm definitely, I'm ready to move on to other things. But, you know, I frequently get bored of the game, and then when I do, usually what I'll do is I'll switch pace and I'll do something else. That's why I like having multiple accounts and multiple series on the go at once. It gives me a chance to do something else within the same game, and that way it kind of stops me from getting burnt out. Because I've been a full-time RuneScape creator for, like, what, 7 years now? So you can't just, like, burn out and decide to play another game for 2 months like that. That isn't an option. So I think I've gotten pretty good at not burning out. Did I get the occultist ring? I didn't. Thanks for putting RS on your back? Holy moly. He's a carry. Must be how all my teammates feel when they PVM with me. Nah, honestly, like, I do appreciate the kind words from people that appreciate what I'm doing in the community, and it does mean a lot because a lot of these things that I've done of late were pretty hard decisions, right? But at the same time, I definitely don't want to be like, I'm a content creator, I'm a RuneScape creator. My goal is to make stuff that someone maybe watched and they either learned something or they were like, that was really fun. That's kind of the goal. I unironically missed the IFB series. Oh, but imagine having to do Croesus on my main. Can you imagine? What's up next? It's Angel of Death, and then it's Vorkath ED1, and then I've got full best insult ranged. Yeah, at least on the main, I can do more aggressive, like, Wheels of Pain, but it's too much time. Like, my problem with content about IFB is, like, I think I can come up with something that will be more fun to do and more fun to watch as well. To me, like, IFB content or Gold Reaper progress content, like, that's just, like, the default when there's nothing creative that you could think of to do. You know what I mean? Like, I just always think I can do something better than that. Like, it's very basic to say, all right, we're doing this because we have a goal to do this, so we're doing this. And I'd like to at least think that I can, or I have over past years, come up with original stuff that ends up being more interesting than that. Did I try the beta? Not only did I try the beta, I spent the whole day today making a video on the beta and all of my thoughts and opinions. Exclamation point new vid if you want to, like, watch it and stuff. Why do I want to do Vorkath? For best insult ranged. Vorkath gives you the best range gear in the game. Banger? Yeah, this is a freaking tune. I went to an Eden concert a couple years ago now. I drove to Montreal by myself. And I have zero regrets in doing that. I couldn't find anyone to go with me. I was like, I'm gonna go by myself. And it was awesome. 2 hours in the car each way. And it was, like, so worth it. New vid, who dis? Okay, BRB, sweet. I'll go next time. I'm down. Huh, brother! Why did my light points get so low? Turns out scuff doesn't equal stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Dude, I don't do a good enough job of making people subscribe to me. I think we'd be at 100K by now if I was more annoying about telling people to subscribe. Like, it works so effectively, too. Like, every video. Was the concert actually years ago? It was definitely over a year ago. Yeah. Actually, it could have been last winter. It could have been last winter, actually. Yeah, maybe it was last winter. So maybe it was this year. You'll go with me next time? Perfect. I had like an open... I was like, I even said on my stream, is anyone going to this concert? Nobody. Oh, I think my Erathor's DPS stick wasn't on. That's my bad. Or petit peu de skill issue. Yeah, but sometimes that can backfire, because last time I did that, I was like, did you know, if you're watching this video, it's more likely than not that you're not subscribed to the channel. And then I showed the stats that was like 40% were subscribed. And then the comments were like, wait, 40% of your viewers are subscribed? That's actually really, really good. That's well above YouTube average. And I was like, bro, are you going to subscribe or not? Help! Wait, where's my damage? Hello? Bro, what was the Grim for? You're telling me I threw on the Grimoire, absolutely cranked it. I can't believe it. I actually demand a recount. That's not even fair. There's no way that's real. The RS guy would never do a bad rotation. Yeah, I actually don't dislike Vorkath. Like, I don't have that many kills, but I already have a bunch of the scales or the spikes or whatever they're called, and it's like, you know, I don't hate it. The thing that I don't hate about it though is like, unlike Zammy, where I'm gonna be here for like, by the time I'm done here, it will have been 6 weeks, right? For Vorkath, the thing that's cool is you can bang out the 100 spikes in like 3 or 4 days. Like, it actually just isn't that long of a grind. And that is something that I really appreciate. There's no real RNG involved. Like, obviously, you want to get one of the upgrade pieces, but it's not necessarily that I'm looking forward to Vorkath the boss. I'm just looking forward to being somewhere that treats me better. I think that's really what it is. Vorkath guaranteed, based on, like, the way the drop system is made, will end up treating me better than this place. And I just feel like I deserve better than this. You're too lazy to make a YouTube account? Don't see the point? The point is that I would thank you for subscribing. Think about how awesome that would feel for you. To get a personalized, notarized thank you letter in the mail for subscribing. That'd be pretty cool, right? That's definitely a thing I do for everybody that has ever subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you didn't get one, it's still in transit. Don't worry. It's coming. Promise. I want an autograph. Well, here's the deal. If you track me down at Rudefest and you ask me to sign something for you, I'm going to ask you, are you subscribed to the YouTube channel? And if you say no, fighting words. I'd ask you to sign my bow piece. For the amount of Zamorak I've done since the boss came out, the fact that I've had in total 6 bow pieces across both my accounts, it's a bit wild, but it's all good. Why are Infinity Robes 100 mil? I'm assuming nobody does the place. But Infinity Robes are not expensive enough for it to be worth it for someone to make bots that did it. So they just stay in that weird state of flux, and I believe they're used for clue steps. If I were to style lock my group Iron Man, what style would I want? I think it depends a lot on the team. Yeah, I think that matters a lot because, like maybe a hot take. I think my preferred style would be melee. But I would also not there's been preliminary talks and people seem to think that no one's going to want to do necromancy. And if no one wanted necromancy, I would happily take necromancy. Because think about it. You get to be the anchor on the team. You get to be the tank at every boss. You get to be the debuffer. You're basically the anchor. And you get to be the person that, punches above their weight with regard to, level of stuff. But yeah, it depends a lot on the team because, if we even go the route of style locking, like, let's say, for example, I'm not making the team based on people who are great PVMers, so it's possible we'll have people on board that are possibly only decent with necromancy, so maybe they want to be necromancy. The only style I think I wouldn't want... Actually, I think I'm good with any style. Yeah, I think I'm good with any style. My prayer hasn't been on this whole kill. Hey, S-Drive, what's good? You're gonna breeze past her with Necro? I mean, you do need smithing at least. But yeah, if you get ahead of people though, that's the whole point, is you can then help them getting their upgrades. I feel like that's pretty fundamental. Oh, I'm dumb. Help me. I got so lucky. I just dodged like 8,000 damage of bombs. Thanks, Darkness. You're clutch. I got nothing. I came just in time for the bow piece? That's crazy. Oh, you mean next kill, right? Yeah. Do, 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 do. We need group hardcore Iron Man ASAP. I mean, it's coming. They're cooking it. They're cooking it up. Yeah, I really wanted a coldest string on this account. It looks so cool. What an icon. Imagine the bow split into 5 pieces. Yeah, but Octon Cake, if you made it 5 pieces but then made them more common, I would actually be done by now. That's like a nice stats way to make bad dry streaks less, or make big dry streaks less likely. More pieces actually benefits the unlucky. And not drop an order. Okay, that that doesn't benefit anybody unless you're hate watching me right now, which you might be at this point. But monthly reset time, huge. I'm gonna do my oyster after this hour. You don't hate watch? Oh, surely not. What's there to hate? And what's there to watch? Is a tune. Be kind of funny gonna get die without the bow. It's like, yeah, this is what I would blood die if I had a bow. There's a lethal company skin in Fortnite. Okay. I'm intrigued. You've piqued my interest. My internet is peaked. What song is this? Exclamation point song in chat will tell you whatever song is playing. It's a good way to do it. Hi, Ice Cloud. Thank you so much for posting my entire OCS guide in the YouTube chat, or sorry, in the Twitch chat, so that people can watch it in the Twitch chat without generating me a view or any revenue that could be used to cover the cost of paying to get the video edited. Thank you, Ice Cloud. Can't believe this. Now, that's a dedicated hate watcher. W mod. Oh, no. He said, not a problem. Anytime. Oh, no. At least people stopped using the entire Mario movie one, because I genuinely think that Nintendo, if they find out, are going to sue me. So that's good, at least. There's a stop sign pickaxe? Oh, that's so funny. Wait, it's your skeletal. Oh, don't do that. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Gulp. Actual danger. How rare are the dies from the oyster? I'm sure they're rare enough, because like most monthly resets, you don't even see someone get a die in the chat box. Like, that's gotta be so ridiculously rare. Ah, thanks, Ice Cloud. I got invited a year and a half ago to go to LA and shoot content in the Nintendo. There's a Nintendo theme park that opened up like last summer. And I was going to have exclusive early access. It was going to be me and like 15 content creators just to film a bunch of footage hanging out in an empty theme park. And that's like an actual dream. How cool that, it would have been so cool. But I wasn't able to go because they weren't gonna. So what happened is I accidentally got put on a list of LA local creators for stuff like that, for Twitch and Nintendo collabs and Twitch and anybody collabs, which was cool. And the reason I got on that list is because in the past, when I got invited to a conference in LA, I just went. I paid my own way. I flew there for it. And we made an awesome trip out of it too, because I've got a bunch of RuneScape people that are in that area, so it worked out great, right? But that put me on the list. And then 2 weeks after I got home from that LA trip, they were like, hey, can you be in LA, can you be at this event next week? And I was like, trying to look at flight. Me paying my own way there, that would be a reverse financed sponsorship. Because it would have been really, really sick, but I am not paying $3,000 out of my own pocket to do a promotion for Nintendo. But it would have been so cool. I'm still thinking back, like, man, I wish I could have swung it some way. Like, that's just a life experience. Did I get addicted to In-N-Out when I was in LA? I didn't go to an In-N-Out. I don't think. But yeah, that's one of the things that, like, I won't lie, that's one thing I'm looking forward to a little bit about being in the States. I obviously love Canada, but I'm so disconnected from the streaming world because, like, YouTube has Canadian offices, but Twitch just doesn't. So, like, when I'm chatting with my partner manager or with my mutuals and my streamer mutuals and stuff, and it's always like, oh, you gonna be at TwitchCon? And I'm like, bro, it's just so expensive and time consuming to get there. My trip home from TwitchCon took 2 days. Did I win? Maybe a bad move to America. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I'm going anyway. I'm going there for my fiance. I'm not going there for any of the other reasons, but I do think it'll be cool being one short flight from LA. That is also not $3,000 either. In-N-Out is gross. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I have no dinner plans. But, you know, it would have been really cool. And then I found out afterwards that Is it the CEO or the head of like the top dog at Nintendo was at the event and was taking pictures with streamers and stuff, and they were like, it was this whole big deal. And I was like, that was the literal event I was invited to. Not that I'm a huge fast food guy, but I tried Five Guys the other day. I was very impressed with the portion, where they just fill the entire bag up with fries. I literally couldn't eat them. I put them in the ones that I couldn't eat, I put in a Tupperware container, threw it in the fridge, and then reheated them later that evening. But it was like a full Tupperware of fries, just the amount that I didn't eat. And I ordered a medium fries. And I know they do that on purpose, and it's a really, really smart marketing thing. Like, I know it's by design. They do it to make you feel like you're getting really good value on your food, but the truth is fries don't really cost them anything. So when you order a medium fries, they're just gonna give you, like, compared to any other place, like 8 times the amount of fries. It's really, really smart, but also, and it's intentional that they throw them in the bag too, and outside of the box the fries are supposed to go in, because as a consumer, it makes you feel like they're being very, very generous. So anyway, just, I'm putting it out there, like, I know why it's like that, and like, but still, I was like, damn. You got 5 guide? I usually only get 1 guide, but yeah. On special occasions, you know. What? Like the Twitch emote? 1 guide? No? Nah. Y'all are just out of it. That's not even on me. How did I reheat them without ruining them? I just threw them on a skillet. And they crisped up a little bit. They weren't perfect. But they were palatable. They were edible, you know? If I had an air fryer, I'm sure I would have used one, but I don't have one. Five Guys overpriced. I think things are different in Canada. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Canada is... all of the cheap places have raised their prices so aggressively, especially with the Canadian dollar. So I don't think Five Guys was any more expensive than going to like a McDonald's or whatever else. I just got twice the amount of food and the burger was twice the size. Like, it's almost crossed over where the really cheap places have price hiked so much that the mid-tier places that used to be like, oh, this is a little overpriced. Like, I can't spend 20 bucks on a whatever. And it's like, dude, that's literally the cost of a sub at Subway is $20 now, Canadian. Yeah, no. It, like, I genuinely remember, like, I thought to myself, like, I would absolutely go back here. But yeah, anyway. I just wanted to share that actual good culinary experience. Congrats, nice video. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Shake Shack? I've been to Shake Shack before. There's one right out of, there's a Shake Shack on, Central Park West? In New York? That I have been to 2 or 3 times. How much is 20 Canadian dollars in pounds? Like 11, no, 12? 12. Something like 12. Food is also, in general, just cheaper in the UK, though. Like, that's one of the things whenever I'm at Jagex, like, it is the freaking best going to Tesco and getting Tesco's and getting a meal deal or, like, anything. Everything is I think food is unironically 30% less expensive in the UK than it is in Canada right now. Because we're in the middle of a grocery store crisis where the grocery stores realize they could just collude and all raise their prices together, and then no one would be able to do anything about it. And then now they all report record profits, but people are, like, unable to buy groceries. Pretty cool, pretty awesome, pretty great. We love that, we love that. But yeah, no, Canada's food situation is a little doomed. Based capitalism. That's awesome. How can one invest in those grocery stores? They seem very shrewd. True. You left Canada before the inflation went crazy? I mean, it's not the inflation of everything, right? Like, it's not like actual inflation. It's just certain things have gone way up and outpaced the increase in pay, but it's not across the board. Yeah, no. I will say this. I absolutely love Canada. I want to live in Canada long term. That's where I want to raise my family and do all of that stuff. Like, I freaking love Canada, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be critical of a couple things that I don't like so much. Yeah, that's the other one that bugs me is when big US corporations do massive layoffs and you think, oh, they must be trying to get profitable. And it's like, oh no, actually, we were profitable. We were just less profitable than last quarter. Brother! I know the whole point of the system is that it's never gonna be enough. Like, the goal is to always more, but man, that's crazy. Bam. Anyway. There's 34 rules of inflation. Just Google rule. No, Pyrus. No. You got row bottoms? Congrats. Do I use invoke death on P7? I do. Do you have to use invoke death on P7? If you like dealing 30,000 damage for free, then yes. Okay, sorry. My fiance is visiting her family. They live up on a farm in like rural Minnesota. And all right, shout out to him. Shout out to Anna's cousin. Hope you're doing good up there. What? That's wild. Yeah, she's like telling people that she's getting married and stuff. So now they're taking more of an interest in her partner. So we're getting married in like 3.5 weeks. I cannot wait to get a recap of how that conversation went. Yeah, this is him getting married. Oh, I think I know that guy. That's wild. But yeah. You're getting scrutinized? Good luck. Nah, that's the cool thing about being with someone awesome. I'm definitely not getting scrutinized. Doesn't even have to cross my mind. Okay, except for the like grandparents of a religion that I am not of, but like that doesn't count, all right? That's just like a scheduled loss. That's an automatic L, and that is. Am I planning on moving to Minnesota? Yes. Once I like have a visa and I'm allowed to. Yeah, I'm gonna be living in Minnesota from. Okay, this sounds way too planned out, but this is how immigrating works. It also does depend on if the individual gets elected. That you guys know exactly what I'm saying. I won't expand further, but we're gonna process my immigration before that. Fortunately, we're gonna be processing my immigration in July. But the reason it's important is because even though I'm a Canadian that was born in Canada and everything else, my mom was born in India. And there is a genuine chance. And by the way, that is the stupidest thing in the universe. Like, I absolutely hate that that has to be a consideration, but it does. That's the world we live in. And because of that, there's a real possibility that if we wait any longer, I'm going to have a harder time immigrating to the States. So, yeah. But yeah, the plan is, like, the second we're married, we're processing immigration stuff. It takes 14 to 17 months. Ideally, in August of 2025, I will be moving to the United States, and I'll be moving to Minnesota for about 3 years. And then once we're in the States, I'm going to process my U.S. citizenship, and she's going to process her Canadian visa, and then we're going to come back to Canada when I'm a U.S. citizen, and then she's going to come back to Canada and become a Canadian citizen. And then in 5 years, we'll both have duals. That's the goal. You live in the UK? No, I live in Canada. Hope it all goes smoothly. Thank you. Yeah, I hope so too. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to, yeah. I'm in, like, absolutely superb standing in terms of qualifications for immigrating. But yeah, if I end up getting rejected because of, like, race reasons, bro. Welcome to the meat tilting arc. You know, if your fiance lives in the States, you haven't got anything. Yes, you do. That's incorrect. Because you can't work in the States without a visa. It's not about living there. Like, I've got a Canadian passport. Like, I could live there today if I wanted to. But then if you want the fiance visa, this is the wild thing about it. If you process that visa, you can do it from the States, from, like, once you're engaged or whatever. And if you do that, you're not allowed to leave the United States for any circumstance for the 12 months it takes to process. And just to kind of quantify how crazy that is, the second you cross the border, they throw your application out in the garbage, and then they bar you from doing it in the future. You can get a waiver. Yeah, so here's the trick with the waiver. The waivers are on hold, so it takes 8 months to get a waiver. And yeah, so basically the waiver system doesn't actually work at all, because the whole thing only takes a year. But yeah, so the reason it doesn't work, my mom is terminally ill, and I am in charge of a lot of her affairs and stuff. Obviously, as her son. So I've also got, like, grandparents in their mid-90s. Like, there's no universe where I can stay. Also, for work, I have to go to Jagex HQ a couple times a year, right? So if I were to process that visa, if we were to do it that way, and I did speak to I have a we've got a great immigration lawyer too. But yeah, basically what they said is, so if you're okay with the idea that you might miss your mom's funeral, and also you have to quit your job, we can do that one. And I was like, no, I'm good. Doesn't really work so well, does it? It's an insane system, yeah. You have to pay U.S. taxes. My taxes actually don't go up at all. They actually go down, which is kind of funny. So the amount I'll pay is the same. My tax rate in Ontario is 30%. And the tax I'll pay in the States is 18%. So the way that it works when you're doing a dual or a treaty, if you want to retain both citizenships, if I'm living in the States, I pay 18% to the US, and then Canada will take whatever the shortfall is. So in this instance, 18 plus 12 I'd pay to Canada, and then end amount would be 30, which is exactly what I'm paying now. But yeah, it is a good question. Like, the tax stuff is important to look at, but yeah, that is how it works. So my taxes actually don't get worse. That's good, at least.
You think you've won? Will never be over. Not until you lie broken.
I'm 93% sure this kills the boat beast. Pog. I'll take it. But anyway, it's very complicated. I know sometimes when I talk about how complicated it is, people are like, oh, surely you just do it like this, but we actually exhausted every single possible option, including 3 different sets of immigration lawyers, because we were like, there's no way there's no way to do this. And yep, turns out there's actually no way to do this. Did I win? Next hill. But yeah, it's all good. I'm very excited for it. It's going to be an adventure. Oh my goodness, I need more of these. Guess I missed what your solution is. We're getting married outside of the States. We're processing a visa from Canada for my US spousal visa. But in doing so, it takes a little bit longer. But while it's processing, I'm allowed to, I can't work anywhere else, but I'm allowed to freely travel to the States, to the UK, whatever I need for work, everything else. So even though it takes way longer and it delays how, like, we can't be together for, we won't be able to live together for a year and a half, or a year to a year and a half, which is annoying, but it's the only way for me to end up going there without either me getting locked there for like a year, which I can't do, or doing it like illegally, which I didn't want to do. I'm in time for the boat piece. Correct. Let's go. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm sure I'll have lots of updates. But yeah, step 1 is get married and have an awesome freaking wedding. That's step 1. Ready versus US immigration, since I'm going through it. The more I learn about it, the more I hate it. Yeah, it is a little wild. But it's all good. It is unwaveringly worth it in every possible way. Wedding stream, dude. The wedding TTS is gonna go so hard. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome just when it's done. I think that's the biggest thing. That's gonna be so nice. Heard the citizenship exam is thorough. Yeah, I mean, I'll worry about that when I get to it, but I would reckon I probably know the States probably as well as someone who was born in the States. I've spent a ton of time in the States, and I live in a family of like history and culture noodles, so you know, most US citizens would fail it badly. Yeah, no, that I heard is that you need to know way more about America than Americans, but that's okay. I can do that. I'm not worried about a test. I can study for a test. No issue there. You might have spam poggers and bat chests with the wedding stream happens? Perfect. I mean, I did tell you guys, if you manage to get a hold of a member of my family and convince them to stream the wedding, That's your guys' challenge. I don't think it's going to be easy to do. I don't think anybody present at my wedding is going to want to do that for you guys, but if you manage to swing it and convince someone to do it, get the GoPro on. True, true, true. Is my fiance's cousin invited? No. Too bad. It'd be good to have someone in my corner, you know? Nah. The wedding is a very, very small wedding. Just basically just immediate family. Our guest list, including us, is 21 people. It is also worth noting, we wanted to do a wedding with family and friends and everybody. We had 10 weeks to plan the whole wedding. So at a certain point, like, we could have invited friends and stuff. It felt like it wouldn't be fair to have give people that short notice. So we're gonna try to do a get together or a wedding party at some point after the fact, but like a good time for one is, like, let's say once I'm approved to live in the States, right? That would be a really cool thing worth celebrating. That would be cool to celebrate. But on the short term, we all good. One thing I'm happy about, though, is shortly after our wedding, we've got RuneFest, hopefully, if RuneFest is on. So at least that way I'll get to see a bunch of my friends. And then the month after RuneFest, Kochi is getting married as well, and I'm going to be one of his groomsmen. So Anna and I will, of course, both be going to that, and Kochi's one of my closer friends, so that's good too. So at least I'm going to get a chance to see people. If I crash the wedding, can I stream it on my Twitch channel? I have to stream on yours. Want to milk some primers? You can do it on yours. The Canadian listening to Kendrick. Sorry, were we supposed to side with Drake because he's Canadian? I hate to say this, but outside of Toronto, I think a lot of Canada has consistently found Drake to be someone with catchy songs who is also most definitely a weird individual. Can chat be included? You guys get to see the pictures after. And a dramatic retelling. That's the best I can do. Is my cat going to the wedding? No. I do love my cat, but that feels a little far. No, it's really cool thinking about it, though. I emailed my Twitch partner manager, who I've had for years and years and years. Sent them an email a couple weeks ago. I was just kind of marveling about it because, like, I literally met her on Twitch. Like, literally as a Twitch chatter. She came into the community as a Twitch chatter. So, like, without RuneScape, without Twitch, would not have met her. And that's pretty cool. I don't know. Kind of felt like a culmination of all of the random things that I was doing with my life. Ended up getting good RNG and it put me in a good spot. Are there RuneScape references to my vows? I have not written my vows yet. I would imagine no, but yeah, probably not. I'm not going to say never, because, like, I haven't actually attempted to write them yet, and I'm sure whenever I do, that's going to be an excruciating period of time. I'll say hopefully not. Pull the vows out of the Zammy book? Oh no. Please no. When are we having kids? Not imminently. No, you guys are gonna see pretty soon. It's actually kind of funny because June is like a huge, huge month for me. We just crossed into June, but there are other life events happening in June that are also like astronomically large, even for someone that's 5'7". So yeah, no, this is not settling down and having kids time. It's about to be grinding time. You're a wordsmith? Thank you, thank you. IGN, let's go. Let's go. Thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure, RS Guy. Looking forward to the group Iron Man videos. Thank you. Me too. I'm looking forward to making them. Yeah, no, I just find it weird talking about my relationship, so I feel like vows are going to be a little, like, I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm not looking forward to it just because I feel weird kind of trying to encapsulate a long relationship in, like, not... You know. But fine, I will include my price for Zabby Leech kills in there. We can bake that into the vows. We just did standard vows. Yeah, I would have been happy with standard vows, but Anna wanted to do custom ones, and I'm down to do that too. Are we doing private vows? That's an option? If I do private, is private vows just the two of you and the efficient? Because if so, I will literally make the whole thing RuneScape right now. 1,000,000%. I did not know that was an option. It will be 100% RuneScape related. But no, we won't be doing private vows. It's, we're doing like a very, very simple, like a courthouse wedding. So. My friends got married a few years ago, just wrote lengthy letters to each other that they read instead of vows. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Zamorak. Now we got this. We just need to dig deep. Dial in, lock in, get it done. I think we paid $110 for our wedding. That's wild. Very efficient, though. You can't go wrong with that kind of efficiency. We blew it all on our honeymoon. See, if RuneFest gets canceled, I don't know what we're gonna do, but RuneFest was gonna be our honeymoon. Crazy weekend in Vegas, surely. Surely we just send a Vegas trip. Have I ever played or thought about playing WoW? I've heard a chunk about WoW, but I randomly picked RuneScape 20 years ago, and I have not looked back since. And I'm not someone who really wants to, like, jump between MMOs, just because I think MMOs in general are designed to be, like, very all-encompassing. So, even though it'd probably be good for me to, like, have more experience with other MMOs, in general, I have stuck to RuneScape, and I don't want to start a new MMO because I know I won't be able to delve deep enough into it to really gain an appreciation for it. Why would RuneFest get canceled? Well, if you go to the I-73 website, the website for the event that RuneFest is supposed to be working with, the entire website doesn't even exist anymore. And the entire staff that was going to be running that event were all completely fired, and suddenly with no notice. And basically, I still think RuneFest happens, but it's in a very real state of genuine concerning flux. And it wasn't like Jagex's fault or anything. They did everything right. They latched themselves to the most reputable gaming festival in the UK immediately before that entire festival imploded. So it's quite unfortunate. But hopefully it still works out and it happens. But tell me how you got the necromancy box on your screen next to your health bar. Exclamation point plugins in Twitch chat. And that will link you to a web page, and it's part of the Alt-in toolkit. It's got setup instructions and everything. It's unfortunately not part of the game. It's part of a third-party plugin. But it is very cool. Bang. How many kills dry? A lot. I got my first bow piece on like 20 kill count, and now we're at like 700, and I've had one bow piece since then. So in my last 690 kills, I've had one bow piece. Bro. Yeah, not the best, is it? As if I gobbled up a full invent of food. That's crazy. Bang. Nope. Dude, that's pain. Okay, that's the end of the hour, so let's do our oyster while we're waiting for HP boosts. And then I guess we go again. Hi, Sir Alfie. Thank you for the 54 months. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, that's a bit pain, isn't it? What's better to wear or carry, Necromancy Pouch or Rune Pouch? The Zemregal's Nexus is the one you want to equip. Because it will, if it's equipped, it'll give you 15 tiers of Bone Shield. But if you don't have the Zemregal's Nexus, equip the Rune Pouch because it's got more prayer bonus. Good song. All right, let's go. Also, fun oyster fact. If you spam click, it's faster. How much longer will I be streaming for? That's a good question. I think I want to go back. It may not be for a full hour, but I'd like to go back and do at least a couple more kills. Also faster every 200 mil. Is it really? That I didn't know. Hey, Schwar, what's good? It's instant if you're doing it. What? That I had no idea about. Yeah, that's kind of insane, actually. Seconds. What's recent QL? Yeah, it does take a bit, honestly. Okay. Do you even have to lobby for the oyster? Looks like no. Okay, we got nothing from oyster 1. Okay. Then we do this. It's crazy how unlucky Ryan is at Zammy. It's gonna be fine, all right? We're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get there. Okay. And then we reset the oyster. What? Hello? Oh, I actually need to lobby. Okay. So you have to lobby for this part. I got 4 fortunate components from scavenging today. It's like, dude, that's an actual clue skip. All right, and a reset. I also know it's not really worth using a reset on oyster because I don't need farming XP and I'm 99 fishing, but it's all good. I think the oyster is the most fun D&D in the game, like in terms of monthlies. Like, I don't want to go around and build god statues again. I will say, I hated this quest when it first came out. I was so tilted at this quest. Just the fact that it existed. But I think these days, like, I'm a little more open to it. Definitely has good rewards. That's for sure. All right. Almost done. And then we can go back to Zammy too. Alrighty. Let's get it. In 3, in 2, in 1. Okay. No, I'm good with that, dude. 2 forts? That was worth it. Absolutely worth it. Wait, does the Robin Hood hat, is it used for anything or no? I'm assuming no. I can just destroy it. It feels like a disassemble. Just log guys? Okay, cool. Gone. Elite Robin hat? I don't need it. Upgrade tier 88. I don't need a tier 88. We're good, we're good. Alright, I'm out. Bang. Nah, surely the forts are more important to me right now. Alright, let's go back to Zammy. Everyone always asking if it's gonna be fine. But no one ever asking Ryan, are you gonna be fine? Actually, some people do. Zebra Bubbles does frequent mental wellness checks, which is always kind of a nice thing. All right, let's go. Thank you, Nodes, for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, let's go. Yeah, we'll see how we're feeling. I just kind of want to get a green. Like, I feel like the next green is going to be the last one, you know? And, like, whether that's cope or not, like, I feel it. So, let's try to get a green. We'll go back for a bit. Dig deep, chat. Let's go. I say dig deep like the kills haven't gone totally fine today. They've gone well. Also, I did want to say thank you all so much for tuning into this stream tonight. Chilling with me. I know it's super, super late and it's not normal stream hours, but we get a little after dark stream. Haven't done it in a while, but it's very appreciated. As much as I don't like messing with the schedule. You said that 10 greens ago. It was actually more than 10 greens ago that I was like, I feel like the next one's gonna be it. I don't know why I'm like this. Dude, PBMing in RuneScape, I swear to God, Sometimes it just feels like Gamba with extra steps. Like, genuinely. I can't tell the difference. Especially since my first drop was a bow piece too. That's the part that I think made this even worse, because it basically means I've only seen one bow piece in my last 700 loots. Like, it just feels, it feels insurmountable. But as they say, as a wise man once said, when the insurmounting becomes insurmountable, mount harder. Or something. I don't know. What? To anyone that's ever accused that, yeah, this streamer client is always so funny because it's like, correct. It's best and not non-degradable for range, right? Yeah, fortunately, I have an infinite supply of ceramic skills, so we should be chilling. I don't even want you guys to see the gear I've been training ranged in. It's a Saren Godbow, and then it's mostly House Draken gear, and an Amulet of Souls, and what else? It's the worst setup in history. It's really, really bad. Maybe the streamer client just unlocks the ability to have fun. Maybe that's what we do a lot of, you know? It's all good. There's a worm after this kill. Oh, that's actually great timing. Yep, I will do it. Thank you, ZPK. Solid. I will say, though, I'm like, and not to like jinx it, obviously, but I'm just very happy to have the health of my hardcore Iron Man at this point. Like, the fact that I haven't messed up a single time in 700 kills, I feel good about that, and I feel like it's just, it would suck so much to lose a life here, and then the whole time think, man, if I'd had even close to average luck, it's like I would have gotten out of here before I made that mistake and I lost the, you know, whatever. So, not that I'm like pre-firing thinking about that, but I really think it would be massive to get out of here without messing up. Please knock on your desk. Okay, you know what? I knock on my desk. It like fiddles with a cable. Internet goes out. Here's a question. For anyone that read the news post about the 3 different tier 95s, did you guys have a favorite? I know I spent the whole day looking at a video about me talking about my favorites, but did you guys have one or no? Have you tried a Badoodle yet? I have. I've wasted them. You were my favorite? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that was smooth. Didn't realize the Rizzler was in chat. That's crazy. What in the world? 3 was really cool and I saw in practice. 3 makes me sad, genuinely. It was a reminder of like, I just cannot believe when they did the like EOC2 stuff, they didn't like, and I'm sure it was really, really hard to do. I'm not saying like, oh, how could the devs have not done this, but I'm just surprised it wasn't higher priority. You like number 1? Yeah. I think my favorite's number 1 as well. I also, and maybe this is just me being like a traditionalist, but the idea of not having to dump EOFs for all of my damage, like, I thought was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't love EOFscape, and a good way to move away from EOFscape is just to boost abilities, so. Now, I haven't done the math on like, oh, actually, Ryan, like, this is better than this, so it's still better to EOF than Wild Magic, and Wild Magic is actually bad now. I haven't done any of that, but the way that I'm thinking about it is like, for people that don't want to EOF scape, they don't have to, because Wild Magic, even if it isn't the best, it's a good enough damage alternative. Don't know if I even like the effects. Watching Glotz, I don't think you notice much improvement in DPS. Yeah, but you've got to remember, Glotz has really, really good perfected rotations, right? Like, it's not meant to be a huge power creep, I don't think. I think it's meant to just be like, this is the effect. It's pretty cool. They're going to come with a special attack too. Yeah, I think people's expectations are that this is supposed to be like a 10% power creep, and I don't think that... I think by default, right, if it had no effect, it would still be the best one orb in the game, right? So I'm looking at it through that lens of like something interesting. But yeah, I don't think it's meant to be super powerful. And honestly, if the top people don't notice a huge DPS increase with it, that arguably would be a good thing. Because then it's an upgrade that brings people up to that top end and competes with possibly a more tactically inclined strategy that requires, maybe it's something like 4-ticking, maybe it's something like EOF switching. But instead it just requires having these things on and wild magicking. So yeah, I can talk myself into being cool with it or thinking that it's a good thing. Like, oh, actually, it's good that the effect is super, super weak and terrible. But no, I don't think it's weak and terrible. I've done no damage. What? Hope. It's fine. Hey, Smurfy, what's good? Nothing? Okay, it's worm time. Maybe I'll get another die from the worm. I think they're fine to a special attack. Yeah, so they are getting a special attack. Like, confirmed they're getting a special attack. I tend to agree with you, though, that I can't imagine that, like, I would imagine they feel pretty limited in terms of their design. Why are there so many? Oh, reset is passed. If every new piece of content needs a special attack and a passive, or possibly two passives, one for the main hand, one for the offhand. Wait, I didn't realize that reset was like a... This is clearly like a point for gaming, dude. This is crazy. Look at everybody. What amulet do I get for Slayer tasks? Souls is really good for Slayer. Yeah. No, Souls is good. Yeah, what else would you do for Slayer? I don't think there's anything better than that. Essence of Finality, maybe, but that's expensive to upkeep, yeah. To me, Souls is the perfect Slayer one. Because the price isn't so exorbitant. They're making it so you can do G-Conk with anything, right? I believe so, yes. Did I win? Let's find out. All right, small sack, nothing. Big sack, nothing. Worm sack, nothing. And back to Zammy we go. That's crazy. Easy K worth 1.4 bill. That one doesn't make any sense to me because like I don't think I've ever seen someone use an Easy K. But then again, I have two. I've got a physical one and one I put in an amulet. I need Blood Fury because souls can be expensive on a level account. I think drop tables are so power crept that paying 2 million coins to fix it, it's still probably worth it for the damage reduction. I do agree, but like Blood Fury costs 10 mil to get. So to get a Blood Fury, you have to sink 10 mil into an untradeable, where you could also just do 5 full recharges on your souls, and you'll make hundreds of mils in 5 charges of souls. So I think Souls wins. Even on this account, I have an ammo to Souls laying around. Back to you. But yeah, I definitely agree with the premise, though, that it is more expensive to upkeep. That's why, like, I wouldn't recommend slaying with an EOF. But I think Souls is okay. What how cracked most drop tables are. It's like, kill 0 mechanic arch lacer, make 600k, do 5 hours of Slayer. It's a bit wild, isn't it? That being said, a lot of newer players don't know how to make money, so it's still like... It's reasonable to make monetary considerations, but... yeah, one thing about Zuck, LP's Beast, check your prices, because I think Zuck is one of the... Zuck's sword pieces are not actually as high as their GE price. I believe 2 of the sword pieces are 99 mil under their guide price, and then the other one is like perfect for some reason. What game is this? This is RuneScape. Welcome. RuneScape or RuneScape the Third, if that's helpful. That offers. Oh, okay. So you're actually looking at offers. Good stuff. Wildy Worm Glitch World 2. Oh, to get one shot? Oh no. Wait, this is RS2? What? Wait a second. I don't think it's RS2. I think it's the third one. It won't die? Wait, how does that work? Wait, hi Mika, we were just talking about you. How are you? How is the little one? This is RS2 according to Mod Marcos? What, did he just like misspeak one time? It's allowed. He's great? Awesome. Happy for you. The executable is rs2cli.exe. It is. But would that not mean that it's the second client, but the third game? Nah, we ain't doing this. I'm not calling it. I'm not calling it RuneScape 2. That's gonna be even more confusing. Still don't have last bow piece. Nope. The PVMer is still PVMing. As soon as the streams start coming out at like random times, that's when you know, like, I'm really, we're gaming. It is technically the third client, they just didn't rename it. I knew it. Yeah, I mean, technically the name of this game is RuneScape, but people call it RuneScape 3 for a distinction between RuneScape and old school RuneScape, because at times, old school people are like, old school is real RuneScape. So then it gets confusing when it's like, wait, which RuneScape did you play? The old one or the new one? And then it gets even more confusing because this one is the old one. And old school RuneScape is the new one. So that is why you call one old school, you call the other RuneScape 3. Very clear immediately which game you're referring to. That is in fact why that's the meta. Trying to explain to someone that old school RuneScape is actually the new version? Oh, man. people's brains turn to mush with that too, especially since like you get like lapsed players coming back to old school, logging in and be like, at Jagex support, I used to play the game 20 years ago and I had a bunch of stuff on my account, but it's putting me back on tutorial island. You know that's very prevalent in the FAQ. You know that comes up an uncomfortable amount. Blizzard had smarter branding. Well, in Blizzard's defense, RuneScape the Third was like, and old school, that was a very unique kind of, they didn't have a lot of precedent to look at. So I'm giving them a pass. WoW had the opportunity to learn from RuneScape by virtue of doing it 8 years later. Oh my god, I'm getting walloped by the demon. Leave me alone. Leave me the alone, please. Someone has got Tony's Matic? That's crazy. Wait, you mean to tell me people are capable of hitting drop tables? What? Nah, miss me with that. Ain't no way. Bang. We also already had classic. True. Yep. That would definitely have an impact. You'll get Sparkles this kill? Okay, I didn't read it until after the kill ended, so you meant this kill, right? WoW Classic version with some updates, but it's nothing like old school. There's a rolling expansion one. Wait, yeah, what happened with WoW Classic? I know when it first came out, like, everybody flocked to it, but did it perish? Surely it didn't perish, did it? It's okay, but not like old school where it surpassed the original. I made the same mistake old school did the first year. Wait, what mistake is that? I'm not, I don't mean that in like a, they didn't make a mistake. I have no memory of that. I played old school for that first year. That was the only year I played old school. And I loved it. Not enough updates. Oh, yeah. I think it's hard though, because you need to perfectly gauge when people's nostalgia is going to wear off. You know? Because if you update it right off rip, what happens is people that are playing to relive their childhood game are going to quit. Like, old school didn't update much in the first year, but the second they started updating and talking about God Wars and Zia and like whatever it was, the second they started updating, that's when I quit. Because I was playing for the nostalgia. So I think that's just a hard one to balance. Like, I don't think it would be more successful to start updating it right off rip, because you'd lose people right away. Played God of Quest cape on the board. Cool. DGscape hits RuneScape, but only Daemonheim. Perfect. Too many versions of WoW right now. Retail, Cataclysm, Classic, Season Discovery. Oh, really? There's 4. I've told this story before, but the circumstance for me ending up being a RuneScape 3 creator is very unlikely. What happened is I had no viewers and like less than 30 subscribers on YouTube. And I started making content for both games at the same time because all I knew is I wanted to be a RuneScape YouTuber. I didn't really care which one. And then I made a poll. Like a YouTube, like, in one of my videos that like literally linked a straw poll for like, which game should I focus? And I literally only had one friend. I was 14 years old. And my one friend preferred RuneScape 3 to old school, was the only person to vote on the poll. And I never made an old school video after that ever again. And that is quite literally the only reason I am here today. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that's the only reason we're here. Good on that friend, steer you correctly. Yeah, it's interesting to look back, like you never know. But I really like the time that we've had on RuneScape the Third. And I'm very pleased with it. And it's led to an unimaginable amount of really cool things and opportunities, both personally and professionally for me. I literally got one guide. Yoop. Just think if your friend had voted for Fortnite, you could have been Ninja. True. Could have gotten that 6-figure kick contract. Ah, yes, definitely. You know what's funny about the kick thing? Is I had the opportunity to get one too. Yo, I wouldn't touch kick within a 1,000,000-foot pole. Yeah, no, we're good. No, thank you. Yeah. I also had a deal with Meta a couple years ago as well, where they approached me about, and it's like, no. I like my community. I like Twitch. I would imagine I don't come off as someone whose primary objective is to make the most amount of money possible. I need money to, you know, support myself and be able to do this full time. And I, you know, that's really important to me. But as soon as it gets into like morals and ethics and stuff, like any content creator that you watch that doesn't promote like online casinos, probably the same person that likely wouldn't take a kick deal. But also, if they're not actively promoting online casinos, you can know for a fact that they're getting offers from online casinos every single week and have for years and years and years and have consistently just turned them down. Because like those are the highest paying deals you get offered. And I had to tell my management, I said, guys, don't even, because they would bring them to me even though like they knew that wasn't really my thing. And I told them like, hey, I'd love to work with you guys, but I'm gonna be very selective with the brands I choose to work with. And when I first started working with them, they would bring me the gambling ones. They would actually like engage and do the negotiation, and I would say no every time. And I had to chat with them. I was like, guys, I am never gonna take a gambling sponsorship. Save yourselves and the gambling people's time, and don't even bother bringing them to me. I don't know. It just feels very unempathetic to promote gambling because you personally don't have any issues with gambling when it is numerically, factually life-destroying on so many levels for so many people. And I say that as someone that goes to Vegas and gambles. Like, I have no issue with the act of gambling, but promoting gambling, I think, is a pretty, I think it's a pretty evil thing to do. And I think the people that don't think it's a problem or think that there's zero things wrong with it, just don't have the perspective and haven't seen what it can do to people. It is absolutely life-destroying for so many people.
You think you've won. Will never be over. Not until you lie.
But yeah, anyway. No Squeal of Fortune streams, unfortunately. And yet you stream Ocean Casino, in brackets ED3. Interesting. Very curious. True. Did I win? Bang. I bet you're wrong about that. Yeah, you want to bet? Oh, no. Yeah. You dislike gambling, but you're excited to be green. Curious. That's Ryan. Thanks, it's Kick. Onyx Pog, yep. We're definitely at the Onyx Pog phase of this dry streak. But yeah, that's very much like, that's kind of where my personal line is. And like, at the same time, I have a very strong desire to be a very successful streamer. I still have the same fire I've always had, where I always want to do more and bigger and take things to further heights. And you're gonna see in the month of June, some of the announcements coming out are kind of related to that in a really, really big way, where I have really, really grand visions. Like, I would love to be a super successful streamer that, you know, I'd love to do all of that. And I'm ready to do all that, but I especially when it comes to monetizing, I don't really want to take shortcuts. I'd rather hold out and do it proper. And I think, you know, is it possible that bites me in the ass in the end? And it's like, well, now you can't feasibly stream anymore and support yourself. And then I have to give up on my dream? Yeah, possibly. But it's also possible that it could work the other way, right? People that are plastering their stuff with gambling ads probably aren't getting offers from, you know, someone that they might be able to promote in a way that was a lot better and could lead to really good opportunities too. So you just never know. I think sometimes people look at it as a very, like, binary, like, take the bag, king. Just take the bag. Forget about the rest. Take the bag. And it's like, well, I think there's a lot more that you need to consider. Even like, not even like morals, like, put that out of the window. But even outside of the moral stuff, it's like the, there's an impact in not taking a deal too, right? The guy say he gave you 90 bill of Zamorak commons was a time traveler. True. When you think about RuneScape is gambling. Yeah, the only difference between RuneScape and IRL gambling is that when you gamble in RuneScape, you have to keep playing the video game. And when you gamble in real life, you're at risk of losing your entire future. But yeah, like, drop tables are gambling. But what you're risking is that you'd have to keep playing the video game, which is, you know, not a bad thing. Very different. Did I miss anything? I assume no bopies. We are bopies-less. Gambling with your time is, yeah. I mean, gambling with your time? Isn't dating also gambling with your time? You invest all this time and you buy someone flowers and you go to a restaurant and you possibly pick up the bill and you take the time to get to know someone, and then at a certain point you find out if you're compatible or not. Yeah, that's kind of gambling in the same way. That's very, very different from like casino gambling. Have you seen people dropping a lot of money on treasure hunter keys? I have. Actually, she won't mind me talking about this. My fiance, when I met her in the community, she had a bit of a treasure hunter addiction going. So as a person in the community, I did some digging, I did some research. I found a random Reddit post that said that they can put a payment block on your account. And I immediately got involved and got a payment block put on her account. And this was like 3+ years ago, like well before we were dating, like well before, yeah. So yes, short answer, yes. Personally seen what a treasure hunter addiction looks like. Oh, great segue, Mika. Holy crap. Dating is bullshit. That's not what I was saying. I was just saying it's a gamble. You take a risk. You open up to someone new. You tell them about your life. You introduce them to your parents. Like, it's just... Like, I'm not saying it's bad. Wait. I think my messaging got a little confused there. And I don't think dating is bad or unfair or, like, wrong. It's just, like, you know, there's some risk taking involved. But yeah, no, that was a really good point from Mika, is that, yeah, if you do have an issue with Treasure Hunter, you can ask Jagex to put a payment block on your account. I will also mention that I believe it's pretty all-encompassing. Like, I don't think you can just take it off to, like, buy membership. It's anything that microtransacts. So, may require some planning ahead, but yeah. That is a thing that they will offer. Maybe she put an RNG block on my account of return. Yeah, 3 years later, she's still bitter about it. She's actually pissed. How's my neck doing? Not great, Sal. I'm not gonna lie to you. I messed up my neck after my half marathon, either during the half marathon or by sleeping funny on it that night. And I can't really turn my neck left since then. And I'm super sore and I can't go on any runs or anything because it just hurts. So, you know. You got Zoolander neck? What? What? Sorry. I've got what? I can't tell if your brain is cooked or my brain is cooked, but one of us is absolutely cooked. You're not old enough to have seen that movie. What? When did Zoolander come out? Wait. Is it Adam Sandler? I've definitely not seen that movie. But that's a wild, you're not old enough to have seen that movie. That's crazy. I'm not old enough? I'm 26 years old. What? Worth moving your chat monitor to the other side, searching the other way, helped me a lot. I'm trying to stretch. Because, like, before and after my streams, I'm like, I have a heat pack and a cold pack, and I'm trying to stretch it out because I want it to, like, yeah. Yeah, also, chat's not very far. It's like a couple degrees, and I'm basically rotating my chair. So, we're all good on that standpoint. But, yeah, fortunately, my other monitor that's far is the way that I can bend. It's Owen Wilson and Ben Still. That's the one. I think I know what the... What's the word? What the DVD for Zoolander looked like. You know, it sounds like I need a physio, but Anna was telling me, like, Ryan, just get a massage. Just get a massage. Just fix it. I'm like, I don't want to spend, like, 120 bucks on a massage. Like, it's just gonna... Surely it'll just get better. And she looked at me like I was an idiot. And she's like, why would it get better? You went on VCR? Bro, John, you're old. That's crazy. One of the scenes, they have a gasoline fight. Oh. Wait, that sounds like fun. Twitch plays gasoline fight? Thoughts? You are literally older than me by multiple years. I know. You're just an old soul, John. You ancient gnome? Bro. Hello? Am I not, like, less than 2 years older than you? Bro, if I'm an ancient gnome, you are well on your way. You thought the T in John T stood for John Toronto? Nope. Stands for John terribly advanced in age pretty soon. I can't believe this. Does Canadian healthcare cover physio? Of course not. No, Canadian healthcare is great so long as you remember that teeth are optional bones. Teeth are optional bones. Mental health isn't real. And medication is also not real. And also, any kind of physical ailment isn't a real health concern. You just got the 15-year cape? Wow, speaking of people that are old... No, I'm kidding. Congrats on the 15-year cape. That's sick. Wait, I actually love this song. What a freaking tune, dude. One of the best ones in the business. You'll vote for you in the senior category this year's Golden Gnome? Please. I will say, compared to previous years where I felt like I'd kind of like phoned it in and I didn't make that much good stuff and I didn't really want people to vote for me. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm eligible for the gnomes this year, like, I genuinely think I've made my best content in my life this year. We worked so friggin' hard on the YouTube channel. Myself and the editing team put literally hundreds and hundreds of hours in. Like, I genuinely... In years past, I'm like, yeah, this wasn't my best. This was my best year, without a doubt. This is the hardest we've ever worked. This is the most effort we've ever put in. I'm down. I am down for the crown this year. If I'm eligible, which I probably won't be, by the way. Please direct that effort to your overload. Okay. Y'all backseating. That's so funny. What, are you too old to be eligible? No, it's not that. Wait for an old school creator to snipe it again. What? Actually, fun fact, that was the Golden Gnome. I actually presented that one. I hosted the best streamer and best new streamer awards a couple years ago at the Gnomes. That was tough, yeah. I will say, if I have any involvement in the Gnomes this year, one thing I will absolutely do is make sure that they really hammer away at what the requirements are for the categories. Because, you want to make sure that there's no controversy with people winning awards that they maybe shouldn't be eligible for. And it's not the fault of the creators either, right? It's the fault of the lack of clarification on the rules. Like that, you know? It's not like it's like Harry Potter and the creators like rigged it by putting their name in the cup and it's, you know? I'm like out of food. What the hell happened? I don't know, it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, in general, though, I really like that the gnomes exist. Things that recognize creators, especially in RuneScape 3, are few and far between. Is the next hardcore video gonna be Zambi? It's gonna be Elite Dungeon 3. And it should be next week. I need to wait for a sponsor to approve an ad read. And that will take a little bit of time considering I have actually yet to make said ad read. But I have scripted the whole thing. So it's coming together. And I figured out exactly where I'm slotting it. And everything else about the video is done. The thumbnail's done, the title's done, the tags are done, everything's done. So, yeah, should be next week's video. It will be the Elite Dungeon 3 arc. It's a 23-minute long video. It's the full Elite Dungeon 3 Eldritch Crossbow And it's also the Saren Godbow from Telos as well. And then the video after that will be Zammy, and that video is already in production as well, because that's the beautiful thing about having a team of absolutely freaking awesome editors, as well as myself, all being able to kind of tag team and make videos. Is Nathan finished the ED3 episode 2 weeks ago. So he's been getting ahead on the Zammy episode. He just needs me to get this bow piece. And then it's ready. I've done no damage. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Help! That was so close to me having to teleport. That was crazy. Zammy's a mini-series at this point. Yeah, I should actually tell Nathan. It's like, dude, if he finishes trimming the VODs and it's 3 hours of just me getting green sparkles and then slamming my head in my desk, I wouldn't even be surprised. Like genuinely, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. It's truly that bad. Oh, hi, Nathan. We're just talking about you. Hi, Gaming for Fun. Thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate it. Chat. It's gonna be, what's the word? What was I saying? This is gonna be the last kill for tonight. Tons of footage for the Zammy guide. Yeah, the problem with the Zammy guide is I need 1 kill. I don't need 300 kills. I just need the 1. But yeah, I have to record them on my main, unfortunately, because I do some unorthodox stuff here because Hardcore Iron Man. But yeah, no, we are planning a Zammy guide. I honestly, it's going to be one of the days this weekend. One day this weekend, I will not be streaming, either tomorrow or Sunday. Just because I need a little bit of time to just get caught up on stuff. Like, as an example, as I'm talking about the well-oiled machine of our of our production, Editor Pup, who made the OCS guide this week, doing a great job, but Editor Pup doesn't have a project right now because I need to spend, like, I don't know, it'll probably take me 3 or 4 hours to test out different Zammy methods and then get recordings in and then do the voiceovers and the talk through for Zammy. It's not instant having an editor. You need to give them stuff to edit. So I don't like that Pup is available for making projects, but I'm holding him back. So yeah, some stuff is happening. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna not get a stream out just so I can spend the whole day. Or maybe we just do this again. Just do a night stream. That works too. Night streams are kind of fun, honestly. I don't dislike them. The vibe is a little more relaxed. Pup can one ticket. Pup's done very well with the edits up to this point. I've been very impressed. I just feel bad because I'm holding him back a little bit. Wait, this song is so funny. It's so perfectly thematic for what we're currently doing. For the people watching this on YouTube or whatever, it's Dream by Imagine Dragons. It's talking about how there's no prospects and everything's a mess. And they just want to dream about a better reality. Replace the word dream with cope, and that's what this last month has been. It's perfect. I never had consoles growing up, so I had to go to like friends' houses to play COD or anything like that. I did have a Wii at one point though, which is, you know, pretty cool. Sahel ratio? Do you wait? Where did Sahel ratio you? There's an actual fix to Sahel ratios. Depending on where it was, this is winnable. We ban him? No, we're going to ban him. So what you do is anytime Sahel tries to ratio anyone, you send a DM to Elisa. Elisa will instantly respond with counter ratio. And then she will always, without fail, like, she's like 10-0 right now. She will always out-ratio Sahel's ratio with a counter ratio. It always works. The whole friend group's been doing it for years. It's awesome, too, because, like, it's clear, like, ratioing people is clearly something that, like, Sahel genuinely gains a lot of happiness from, and it completely flips it. Whenever he sees Elisa show up, it just gone. Completely doomed. He's saying, I didn't do anything. See? See? He's scared. He doesn't want to own what he did. Are court summons worth doing? If you need the trim or comp rec or whatever, then yes. For any other purpose, absolutely not. Just like in real life. Wait, never mind. Why am I getting flamed? You know the Tanya command in chat? That's basically how I feel. That is why you're getting flamed. Especially the last line of the Tanya command. The very last line will explain to you why you're getting flamed. I love that command so much. I was thinking of you were just an easy target, but you know, it worked. Wait, this is actually a Sahel song. All right, let's go. I messed up. I'm gonna get all of the specials. Wait, I think this blows me up. I'm not gonna lie. Chat? I'm scared. Woo! Hoo, 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 ha, ha, hot. Woo. Okay, everything's fine. Oh yeah, this is last kill.
You think you've won? Will never be over.
Not the... Oh my god. This is so scuffed, dude. And then it's not vold. Oh my god. Jesus. I got discombobulated, dude. All right. We clutch these. We clutch these. We clutch these. That's why they call me Captain Clutch. Go! All right. Any drops? Surely we don't do 2 streams dropless. That'd be crazy. No way. Okay, some way. Definitely some way. There is some way. 4 mil? A pittance. I can't believe this. All right, what's my kill count? I actually had fun today though. I'm not fussed. I'm not tilted. Yes, we've done 697 loots. That is all good. One more. Now I'm like out of prey bots and I'm making mistakes too, which means it's time to call it there. The library is full. Oh yeah. All right, team. With that said, thank you all so much for tuning into the stream today. I'm going to find someone in the RuneScape directory right over to. I'm going to find it. But beforehand, I just want to say thank you all so much for tuning in today. I had an absolute blast. I really appreciate it, especially when I'm going live at a weird time. I spent the whole day working on the video. Whatever else, if you want to check out the video, !new vid. I think it's a pretty cool one. It's going over the combat beta stuff, which is, you know, if you want to do that. Outside of that, I'm going to send you guys over to the absolutely incredible... why don't I send you guys over to... Apparently, who I don't think I've rated in a while, because she hasn't been streaming much lately. I hope you guys enjoy Paraly's stream, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care, guys.